how men just like don't listen. Like her boyfriend hurt his back, and she's like, message Abz, and he didn't. And now he's like, Abz, so I'm like, why do you message me? And you just laugh and you run off. Okay, so history. Do you have any surgeries, any precautions, anything, SOAS, dislocations, anything like that?
No. I've had back pain pretty much my whole life.
Lower back pain?
Yes, but from my journeys in Asia, getting in better shape, strengthening my core, I don't have back pain anymore. Right? So that's that. Like I defeated it here on my second week. Like, it was just one day I just came in, I was like, my back doesn't hurt.
Why can I do this now? Yeah.
I just was thinking, I was like, my back doesn't hurt. And I was like, let's just see. Maybe this is a good day. And then it became a good week and a good month and then a good 2 months. So,
this is what we want.
So
cool.
I'm like, I have some minor like stuff that'll like tweak every here and there, but that's just a part of
life.
Yeah.
And training.
Yes. So that right now it's just the neck, but overall I'm doing better. But I want to. Here's what my brain wants, or this is what I envision. I want to have a better posture, right? Because I do this. This is better than what I was doing.
Work with a computer.
Now a lot because I'm editing my videos.
Okay.
So before bed, I'll edit.
Are you in bed doing it, or are you at a desk? Or
No, I'm normally at the desk.
At the desk. Okay.
And then my wife and I only have about 4 hours at time frame of talking, so I'll either be on the phone or my computer talking to her as well, and I don't compromise on that. Like whatever's going on, I'll make sure that. So that's my computer time.
Do you have a brother?
TJ, kill me if I can.
Oh no, TJ's like my brother. TJ is my brother.
Oh, I thought you guys were. Wow.
No.
I thought you guys were
in the most loving way.
I understand.
Like brother and sister.
Got it. Well, I have 3 brothers then. So there's that, and then this is always tight. I'm working on that though. Everything is just tight. I don't know. I have flat feet. I guess that's probably why. Like it pops out. I try to like go like this. My wife is bringing me some flat feet shoes, like the barefoot. Yeah, with like the barefoot ones that kind of help. No, you don't like those?
I don't like them, so I have flat feet as well.
Yeah.
I can now wear shoes because I spent like a while training my arches to strengthen.
Got it.
So there's a muscle on the bottom of your foot called the plantar fascia, basically fascia, right?
Yep.
People like us that were kind of born with like collapsed arches, we can actually strengthen that muscle to kind of recreate that arch.
Yeah.
Wearing like, oh no, you're wearing trainers. So wearing like thongs, you guys call them flip-flops.
Yeah. Yep.
So really, really bad because you're kind of gripping with your toes and it flattens it out.
Yep.
So wearing trainers or something with an arch support is really, really good.
Okay.
The toe shoes freak me the fuck out anyway. I don't know if they actually will help or not, so you can be a test bunny on that.
Yeah, we'll see.
But rolling your feet, remember in the past how we roll your feet?
Yes.
That's going to help a lot, and stretching your Achilles will help.
Yep.
But flat feet generally doesn't actually strain the Achilles, it tends to strain more like the lateral leg, like the outside of the leg. But we'll have a look there, easy. I'm going to check your hips. I want to do a postural assessment.
Yes, let's do it. Let's do it.
Do you get headaches from your neck?
Sometimes yes. Right now I don't have a headache, but the first day I had a headache, and then after that, this neck thing has been 3 days, 4 days now.
Yeah.
But I've only had a headache the first day, and then after that, it was no more headache.
And it might have been dehydration, do you think? Or do you think it is a neck headache?
No, it definitely not dehydration. I don't know if you see my water bottle. I didn't bring it just now, but it's a half a gallon. Cool. I do about 3 or 4 of those a day. And then I do mineral water instead of like filtered water. So.
Awesome. So you're covered.
And I do coconut water. I actually have it in my scooter. I have a liter with me, so I'm hydrated.
You're good.
Yeah. I do hydrate. Yeah, that part I'm really good on.
Your awareness is fantastic.
Yes.
Like you're an easy client because you're not gonna like, can I go sparring after this?
No. I'm done for the day. Like today, I'm with you. And then I'm gonna do mobility because I don't miss mobility.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna do yoga today, and that's my only things for the day.
Yeah, after this, mobility, yoga, walking, all accepted.
Yeah.
This hard shit, your body needs time to integrate.
Yep.
Cool. T-shirt off, please.
Yep.
I want to do a postural assessment, check some movements out, and then we'll tweak it.
Okay.
Lucky I'm not shy person. Don't look at me. Jump around here for me.
Okay. Here, I'll put this on you since
mine's sweaty, sorry.
It's all fine. It's used
Bali.
to that. Yeah, it's used to that. There we go.
Awesome, cool. So face me for a second.
Did it fall? I don't know if it fell or...
Yeah, just much of you. That way?
Either or. Doesn't matter. It's a magnet. Boom.
Okay. Let's try that. Are you right-handed?
Left-handed.
Yeah, okay. Because your left trap's sitting up. Yeah.
That's what higher. And then until recently, I never really used my right hand.
Okay.
Until the coach
Look
was
straight
like,
for me.
jab.
And you're like, say what?
I'm like, all right, I guess I gotta use this right hand.
Yeah, so the muscle bulk through your middle thoracic, so this part of your spine, your erector spine on the left are a little bit bigger. So you're getting a slight muscle, I'm going to use the word scoliosis, but it's not. But your spine, instead of running straight, is actually curving slightly to the left because these muscles are stronger. This is totally normal.
Got it.
How are you going to pay me back? Yeah. Do you? Okay, beautiful. Face outside for me. That way. Yeah. Beautiful. So your earlobe and your acromion process, which is this point of your scapula, should be level. Yours is, your ear is sitting about this far, further forward, which looks a bit like this.
Yes,
Yeah?
yes. And that's one of the things I want to work on. I want to get this back.
Yeah, retract it.
Yeah.
You can do it. Put your neck into it. Your poor video is just going to be full of me being bullshitty.
It's all good.
Cool.
I need more views.
True. Face me. People are going to be like, don't go to Bali and see that girl.
It's gonna be the opposite. They're gonna be like, you're gonna see me from the beginning, and then they're gonna see me at the end. I'm like, definitely go to the abs.
She gonna fix your shit.
Yeah, she's gonna fix you.
Cool. Face that way for me. Look straight. Cool. So your acromion and your earlobe are level on that side, but that's because this arm's more internally rotated. So this arm's actually shifting forward. So instead of being like this, it's actually shifting forward like this. What that indicates means A, you're left-handed. Your pec minor is tight, which is one of your internal rotators here. So it's going to pull you into this position. So even though this is level, it's because your head is actually forward, but this is forward too. So it's not a good thing, but I want to tell you everything I see.
No, understood. That makes sense too.
Cool.
Like, I know I'm like that as well.
Cool. And your right pelvic bone is actually tilting forwards.
Okay.
So we've got two bones of the pelvis, right?
Yep.
It's like two circles, and then your spine.
Yep.
It looks like a dick and balls. So your pelvic bones actually move separately. Well, they can. There's a little joint between them, so it allows a little bit of movement. But if the muscles on one side, for example, on your right side, your hip flexors, I think, and your quadratus lumborum, so the muscle in your lower back are tighter, so they're actually shifting the pelvic bone slightly tilting forward, which then will probably cause pain, but very potentially on the opposite side. For me, it always happens on the opposite side, but I'm a bit special. Cool. So that's what I see.
My right hip was the one that got injured.
Okay.
It wasn't like any real injury, it just hurting for a while.
Okay.
And then I just stopped training for like a month or two.
Whereabouts was it hurting? Where was the pain?
Like right here.
Hip flexor. Yeah, sweet.
Right
And adductor.
there, yep.
Cool. Beautiful. All right, look at me for a sec.
Yep.
Cool. Drop your chin to your chest. How does that feel?
Tension here.
Like stretching or pain?
Slight pain, but stretching.
Stretching more on the right or middle?
Even.
Cool.
It's even, yes.
Yeah, beautiful. Look up at the ceiling. How does that feel?
Same thing, but just at the top.
Right up the top?
Head, yeah.
Beautiful. Cool. Tilt your ear down.
So I feel it here, but I think it's just because my neck hurts.
Okay.
So everything now is more exacerbated than it normally would be.
Absolutely.
But the same thing, but on that side.
Oh,
And
your
this one
range
is
this
nothing.
side. So actually going to the right, your range is good. Going to the left, you lose about 15 degrees.
Okay.
So your range this way sucks, which to me indicates that there is more tension on this side because it's actually jamming the facet joint, so the spine can't move that way. Even though you don't feel it, it's just not allowing you that movement.
Got it.
Yeah? Look over your shoulder. How does that feel?
It's fine. Like, you know, the little bit of pain I have is from my neck hurting, but
Yep.
it's fine.
Other side. So again, you lose range this side, I think, because this side's tight.
And it doesn't hurt on this side at all.
Yeah, cool. But you get about 10 degrees less going to that way.
Got it.
Cool, yeah, so I think your issue is mostly on the left side.
Okay.
Cool, easy. You're gonna lay face up for me, so head here, looking up. I'm gonna check your hips first, because you know, you gotta eat your Brussels sprouts before your chocolate cake.
That's it. I'm vegetarian, so I love Brussels
I'm
sprouts.
vegan.
I knew.
You can feel the energy, right? When people are like, how do you have so much energy? I'm like, I don't eat dead shit.
So I'm one of those people who never had meat.
Oh my God, you're amazing. That is so fucking cool. Yeah, okay, so if you look up right now, see how your feet are? See how this foot's kind of out and this one's a little bit more upright?
Yeah.
So ideally, if your hips are relaxed, your feet should lay like this. So to me, this indicates your internal rotators, so your adductors, your inner thigh muscles, and your lateral glutes are both a little bit tight, but this one's more so, which indicates that your hip flexor on this side is tight as well.
Okay.
Cool. But passively, when you lay down, your hips are even. So again, when you're passive, when your muscles are not active, if things are level, But then when you're standing up and the muscles are active, if things change, it generally means that the active tissue, the muscles, tendons, ligaments, fascia, the soft tissue stuff, they're the things pulling you out of whack. This is a good thing. It means you're not born like this. We can fix this. When is your wife coming? Is she coming in 1 or 2 weeks?
She comes late night on the 31st, so I just tell everybody the 1st.
Yeah, fair. That's so soon though. Today's the 27th?
Something like that, yeah.
Oh my God, yay. How long's the flight?
I think she has a layover somewhere, so I think it's like 18 or 20 hours for her. But we travel a lot, so.
Okay, so you know what to do.
Yeah.
The melatonin, all the good stuff.
My wife is one of the people who she sits in her chair, and then she wakes up at the end. So, yeah.
I'm so jealous. That's amazing.
She doesn't need anything.
Okay, she's good.
Yeah. And then she like
no sympathy.
She'll miss all the meals and drinks and everything else, and then wake up really hungry.
Yeah, and be like, why aren't I fed?
Yeah, so I gotta I'm gonna make sure I have food for her when she comes.
Yeah. Is she veggie as well?
No.
Okay.
She was vegan, she did vegan for a year. But she's with Jamaican.
Yeah.
And she loves oxtails too much to eat.
Damn it. Yeah. So see how this hip, your hips are both very jammed up, but see how this feels a little bit bouncy?
Yeah.
Bouncy is good. We like a bouncy hip. See when I do it on the right?
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Super dense,
there's nothing. So this tests the kind of, what's the word I'm going to use here? Spongy is a good word. The sponginess of your sacroiliac joint. So your sacrum is your lower part of your spine through here, and the ilium are these bones. So these two bones here is where your sacroiliac joint is. We want it to be nice and bouncy so your hips can move freely.
Okay.
Not bouncy.
Okay.
So we're going to have a go through there. I've never been to Jamaica, and it's in I know, I've traveled the fucking world, but Caribbean kind of region is
it's kind of far from.
It's very far from Australia.
Yeah.
But that's I need to. That and Sri Lanka are the places I haven't been that I need to go. Have you still got family there?
Yes.
Cool.
And then, so we have family, and then my wife is into Pilates and that kind of stuff.
Yep.
So we've been passively talking about maybe opening up a gym.
Cool. In Jamaica.
So I now have the bright idea, and I'm just putting it out just because
the universe listens. And if it's meant to be.
Yeah, it'll happen. And I'm I always want to support my wife because my wife I'm the entrepreneur of the relationship.
Yeah.
So when she wants to be an entrepreneur, I'm supporting her 1,000,000%. So if she wants to do that, we can definitely do that.
Yeah.
And then now that I'm doing martial arts, I'm looking and I'm I don't think they have any gym that's kind of like this in Jamaica, and maybe I can be that conduit. And then I'm there's so many Jamaican lineage UFC former champions and champions.
Yeah.
That that might be the
key to get the Jamaican people invested.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. And it's definitely needed.
Is it a healthy lifestyle there or not?
Yeah. Yes. So I would say yes and no.
Yeah.
So you have a very conscious demographic that is all into lifestyle and all into natural and farming and the whole 9 yards.
Awesome.
And then you have the opposite, which I think
it's everywhere.
Every place has it. But I think from an opportunity standpoint, Jamaicans are naturally fighters. They, from rebellion and everything else, that's just one of those things.
And also just as far as every Jamaican I've met, it's tall and built.
Correct.
So you're going to beat people up. I love it.
Correct. And I think just for having the opportunity, I think they would, should I be flexing my abs or should I just?
I want you to chill out if you can. Yeah. You can try and fight me. You won't win.
Yeah. I've learned how to tell my body what to do.
It's quite hard. When I hit a new spot, your body's automatic response is fuck that bitch and tense up. And then you can I'm actually tensing and relax. Particularly through the glutes and particularly men. When I've got an elbow in your glute medius, you're going to know about it. And I'm going to go relax your butt and you'll just go, oh shit, I didn't even know I was tensing.
Yeah.
This sounds cool though.
Yeah. So it's an idea.
Yeah.
It only came from being here and talking to Roz with a Z, not S.
Yeah.
And he was telling me what he was doing in other countries, and I was I can probably do something like that.
Hell yeah.
And like just watching Mike here, like I didn't know Mike was like an owner here. I was just like, man, his brain is fantastic at fighting. I love talking to him and whatnot. And then somebody was telling me, I was like, oh wow. And then I'm like, reciprocity is like the key. That's why I love the gym. It's my favorite gym in the world. It's my gym. Right? Like that's why I'm here. That's why I went and got a D12, and I'll be here for 6 more months.
I love that.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And you know, like you'll see me from like you're here.
Yeah.
So you'll see me from time to time when I can like make. Oh, I'm trying to relax.
It's so I know.
Wow.
People are really shocked. Like I treated Godwin the other day, and he's like, "Why are your hands so strong?" I'm like, "I do this every day. Like, what the fuck do you think?"
So it's just an idea for now.
I love it.
The funny thing is, one of my wife's best friend, her male best friend, is like one of the best trainers in like soccer football.
Okay.
And we've been talking about doing something for years, and so we have like a good amount of credibility from his standpoint.
Yeah.
And then like I've been successful doing businesses and things, so like I feel like that can work.
Absolutely.
So you know, I think at this point now it's just about having intention and like actually looking until we're ready to like make the jump.
And you'll know when it's right. It'll
Correct.
be easy when it's right.
Correct.
Like when people try and make a decision and it feels forced or like there are hurdles in the way, I'm like, God's telling you it's not now or it's not for you, you know?
No, for sure.
Yeah. But like, because you've got such beautiful intention behind it and you want to do good, these are the businesses that succeed because like you want to actually help people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, and it's like, especially for like there's not much opportunity for the like youth in Jamaica.
Okay.
So that's why a lot of times people like leave and go other places.
Okay.
Or they end up just in things that aren't the best thing for them.
Yeah.
So
or just not their passion, I guess, because they just need a job.
Correct.
Which is so sad. I can't imagine doing work that I'm not passionate about because I've been so blessed, you know? Yeah. Fuck. I know your wife seems like Pilates and stuff, but is she going to come and try like Muay Thai?
Of course. My wife is the better athlete between the two of us.
Okay.
So like.
So she's going to come and kick some ass.
Oh yeah.
Love it.
She's easy. Like she gets it. Like while we were traveling for the first 3 months in Asia, every gym we went to, all the trainers loved her, and I'm like trying to get it. So she'll be like, I'm gonna get her a membership while she's here.
Cool.
And then she'll like she knows at least 7 people here now.
Nice.
Just based on me like hanging out with people and stuff.
Cool.
So she definitely want to meet them in person.
Yeah, love it.
So she'll be here. She'll take a few classes. And then so.
That's so cool.
Amazing. Like when you let go, it's just like
the blood flows there, and you're like, oh yeah.
So much relaxation just now.
And it's also like, oh, thank God that bitch is out of there.
So I kind of like, especially with my massages, I kind of like the aggressive, like more. Yeah. Like getting into the muscle.
So yeah, what I am doing right now is like trigger point therapy.
Yeah.
So I'm a Mayo Therapist, so it's like a cross between a physio and a deep tissue massage.
Okay.
So like I'm much more hands-on than a physio, but I went to university, so it's not a massage kind of thing. And I actually opened on Friday my own clinic. So thank you. So today's day 4, I think, with a business partner, and she's the businessy brain and I'm this person. Yep. So I've upskilled local massage therapists that have great English and great hands to do something more like this. So we've been open, I think, we opened on Friday. Yesterday we were booked out, today we're booked out. We're already needing new therapists because we're so busy. And again, because we're paying them well, we're training them, it's a family, we're trying to help as many, because there's only me here that does this. So I'm trying to again, because we've got good intentions, I feel like it's going to be a good business. Yeah. And a few of the boys from here have gone and they're like, holy fuck, that was the best massage I've ever had. Because it's not we don't do relaxation, you know, it's deep tissue or it's this.
Yeah, and then here, there's not many places that do deep,
No, they say they do deep tissue and they're like, is that okay? And you're like, oh, stop touching me. And in the States, I'm sure it's like Australia where it's so expensive to get massage,
Oh
right?
man, that's why I love Southeast Asia, because it's like I'm able to get a massage every day for the price of one massage, a month pretty much.
Exactly. And it's so nourishing for your nervous system, and obviously like when you're training, it just helps your muscles recover. It's a necessity. Like when I was in India, like everyone massages everyone there. It's just a necessity. It's a part of everyday life, and I love that.
I forgot it. When I was in India, I was working, and I really didn't get a chance to do anything because my flight was delayed, and so I just got to go to one of the gates. I was in Mumbai.
Yeah. Okay.
And then there was like a big event, so I kind of pulled an all-nighter, and then just like I was only there for like 3 days. I had the greatest food ever though. They hired some amazing chef.
Cool.
Like in the Ritz-Carlton, and just enjoyed myself thoroughly.
Nice.
But I didn't get a massage while I was there, and I should have.
I haven't been to Mumbai. I've been up north to Rishikesh. I lived in ashram there for a bit, and I did my yoga teacher training there.
Yes.
And then I went down south a couple times to Varkala, which is like the southern tip of Kerala. And India is where my soul is from, I swear to God. Like either that or Africa, because like African music just sets my soul on fire.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just all the different food. Like the north and the southern food is completely different, and it's
different, but they're so good.
Like when I came back, I was there for I think 6 weeks for my long stint. And I was eating curry for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, like just dull. And I started cooking it myself. And my partner at the time was like, why aren't you eating normal food? I'm like, this is all I want to eat for the rest of my life. It's so good. Food. Right? Just because it's not Western bullshit.
I've been doing like food reviews.
Ooh, okay.
Just because like on my Google, like I write reviews.
Yeah.
And then I didn't even know this was a thing, but I got followers on like Google Maps.
Oh my God.
Like,
so people like find you.
Yeah, like I didn't know it was even a thing.
I didn't know that was a thing.
And then
Well, that feels better.
Yeah, it's bouncing.
It's bouncy.
Yeah.
Good.
My body wants to be better.
It does. It just needs a little help.
Yeah, it wants to be better.
Let me just move this. Okay.
So one person was like, you should, because I like take photos and do videos and stuff. But my thing was more because I'm like, I used to tour with bands.
Oh, nice. Do you want to wriggle up to me a tiny bit? I just want your head up a little bit. We're going to start playing with your neck.
So when I was touring, I would always find like...
Did you play or like what did you do?
No. I was a roadie, and then I was a tour manager. So I was more just like the adult on
I need
tour.
an adult.
Yeah. That was my job.
Okay.
Like that's the best way to explain it. Like if I was on like a job description, or like if I had to write a resume, I was like, I was the adult.
I adulted a lot for a lot of drunk people.
Yeah, I made sure people made the bus. I made sure, people got their luggage back home and
didn't lose their shoes.
Yeah. I made sure we didn't have any lawsuits. And
yeah, fuck. That would have been hard.
Yeah. That was my job pretty much.
That's so funny.
And like in America, Taco Bell is like the place if you're like vegetarian or vegan that you can get anywhere.
Okay, yeah.
But like
it's not good.
It's not. It's tasty, but it's not like, at least the few things that we can get is tasty, but it's not good for you.
Yeah, gotcha.
I love it though. I love Taco Bell. And then I would just use Yelp and Google Maps to like find really good spots. And sometimes they didn't have the best reviews or whatnot, but I don't really go based on reviews. I go on like who sounds like me.
Yeah.
Who's like, 'cause I'll read the reviews. So once I got to a point, I started finding places, and then like you'll see like, oh, this review got 170,000 views, or this photo got this many or whatnot. So like I got all these millions of like views and stuff, and then someone was like, you should
do this.
You should post, like you clearly know what you're doing. So I have like 40 or 50 in the can right now that I've like fully edited and ready to go.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'm gonna start releasing them out on like Instagram and TikTok and stuff.
Where are your favorite places here?
I don't know if you heard of Green something cafe. It's up the street from here. It's a fully vegan and raw, like they have vegan and then they have raw.
Ah, no, I've not, and that's bizarre.
I'll put you on to them.
Please do. Oh my God.
She's kind of in your situation with your new business where like it's only her.
Okay.
And she's hoping she can get another person.
Yeah.
Because she actually has to turn, like when I went in, I'm a big eater, so I had like 6 entrees and 2 appetizers and like 4 drinks.
Yeah.
So the next thing that came in, she was like, sorry, I'm literally only can do this for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
And so that's like the only downside to the place.
Okay, so get in early.
Or get in when no one else is there.
Yeah.
But when I tell you some of the best food I've ever had.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And it's like you're never gonna see what's on her menu because it's coming from her brain.
Okay.
Like so, it's like I had a beet sandwich that I wasn't expecting. I was like, oh, I'll just try it or whatnot, and then like it had like 6 or 7 vegetables and different spices and herbs or what have you. And it was like on like maybe like a rye bread or something, so just something as a sandwich. And I was like, got all in the braces that I have right now.
Love it.
But it was fantastic. Then I tried like a carrot ginger soup, but it was raw.
Okay.
And that was fantastic.
Anything with ginger.
Yeah, it's like I feel like that's probably gonna be from Indonesia side.
Yeah.
Like one of the more viewed things because everyone who I've talked to who's vegetarian or vegan hasn't found this place.
Yeah.
And it's like I know I enjoyed myself there.
Yeah.
And I think she has like straight 5 stars on her Google.
Awesome.
Because everyone is having the same experience.
Cool.
And but yeah,
but she needs help, obviously,
to
expand. That's cool though.
Yeah. She was, when we were talking about it, she was saying like she wished she could find like someone who's kind of interested in it.
Yeah.
Because it's not like she can just give you a recipe book. Like you have to really
feel it
and learn it and understand like why things are done in a particular kind of way. And
how different flavors marry each other and the amounts and Oh, that's so cool though. Yeah. Again, that's someone following their passion, right?
Yes. There's a ton of cats there too.
Okay, cool.
And they'll try to bully you for your food for sure.
Love that.
And she had desserts, but I ate so much I didn't get any, but they looked really good.
It's so disappointing when that happens, isn't it? And you're like, I really want to try you, but I know you'll make me like uncomfortably full if I do.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm already, I eat till I'm uncomfortably full already.
Yeah, me too.
So, like, but I like food more than desserts. Like, I'm that person that I'd rather you give me 5 plates instead of 1 dessert.
Yeah.
So.
Savory over sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's been my like absolute favorite place.
Cool.
I tried the Protein Island yesterday.
Okay, I haven't been there either.
I think they're brand new because I was staying across the street at a place and I'd never seen it. And I walked here a few times. So I was like, I would have seen Protein Island.
Okay.
They're more for meat eaters though.
Yeah. Most of the protein gym places here are like, or they've got like one option or they don't have tempeh or tofu and I'm like, well, where's our protein?
Yeah. So I think I tried that carrot cake. The macros are good. They just tasted a little like...
healthy?
No. It tasted like artificial.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. And it was like, and I think it was just like the glaze they put on because the cake by itself was perfect.
Okay.
But like the protein glaze they put on top or like that you put on top for it was definitely... not right. Yeah. It was like... kind of like Splenda or something, like kind of that kind of vibe. Yeah. So.
Which is not ideal. Your neck is fucked, babe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you clench your teeth?
I do a lot now because of the braces.
Okay, cool.
And then like there's this thing that's like keeping my jaw from not touching each other, so I've been clenching my teeth a lot.
Okay.
And then I mouth tape now, so I think that makes me clench that much more.
Yeah, we're going to dig in here too then.
Yeah.
So the muscles here, so this is called your TMJ, your temporomandibular joint. This is your mastoid process. So there's some muscles in here that if they tighten up, they're going to help clench this. But if this tightens, and this tightens.
Got it.
Because, everything likes to help each other. So I'm going to dig in there a little bit as well because it's tight. particularly through the front, so where I am now, which is like your SCM and your scalenes, one of their jobs is to like move the head forward. So that forward head position we spoke about, where your earlobe's forward of your shoulder, because you're on the computer a lot, like these muscles will tighten and pull you into that position. So if we think about like, for example, like when you're on the computer, you're using all the front side of your body because all your attention and your energy is going forward. So your head's forward, your arms are forward, everything's forward. So like your pec minors, the muscles that kind of move all these bits forward, they're kind of lightly contracting for 4 hours at a time. So they're working pretty hard. So then they're going to stay that little bit tighter. So that's going to eventually over time cause this posture that you're trying to undo now. Does that make sense?
All the way.
So the releasing of these muscles and then the stretching of this side and the strengthening of the back, so we can create length here and strength here, is what's going to help pull you back into happy, happy, joy, joy posture.
Okay. I'm excited.
Me too. I just love how much you want this. Like this just brings me joy.
No, you like. You only see maybe like 20% of like. I really want this.
Cool.
Like.
What was the tipping point? Like, where were you? Like, what was happening in your life where you're like, fuck this, I can't do this anymore?
So, it's weird, but I don't know if I actually had that moment.
Okay.
So, I had a situation happen where I had to show up for someone. And I did. And I readjusted my whole life to be able to show up for someone I really care about.
Yeah.
And then, like, I was committed to do this for a year or maybe even perpetuity if needed to be. And then I readjusted all my businesses and hired people and did everything and what have you to make that happen. And one day, like maybe like a week or two in from like that commitment, it wasn't needed anymore.
Oh.
Yep. So I have all this time now because I'm not used to
time.
Yes, ever.
Yeah.
And I had all this time, and my wife and I had been, we had been joking about we're going to Bali, we're going to do yoga, we're going to get our bodies right, and we're going to do X, Y, and Z. And we've been saying that for years.
Yeah.
Like pre-COVID, then COVID, we thought about it, but her mom was with us, so we, when mom said she didn't want to go, it was like, all right.
We won't then.
Yeah. Like, you know, so once I had this as my reality, the night that all transpired, my wife and I was sitting in the bed and talking about it. I was like, well, you know, we said, all right, well, we're going to Bali then. And then that morning, my wife is the planner between us. That morning, my wife had everything set up. Like, okay, we can go from this date to this date. I can get off of work for 3 months, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, my God.
And then I was like, all right. But I'm the cheapskate out of us. So I'm like, use my points as much as you can. And I don't want to spend too much. And I don't want to do blah, 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 whatever. And then, so then we started, like, we had everything set up. We started going. So that turned from going to Bali to like, we were in Thailand. Well, first we went to Turkey. We got a full health assessment from top to bottom.
Amazing.
And I did like the really, really extensive one because there are some like health things that are like in my family lineage that I want to make sure I'm catching early if it is happening.
Perfect.
And then like, they were like, you're fine. You don't even have to worry about that.
Oh my God. That must just be like relief you didn't even know you needed.
Like the funny part was, I wish I was able to get on camera, but some of those doctors didn't want to be on camera. And so I got the, I think called colonoscopy or whatever.
Yep.
And they were like, can you sign this so we can use this in our classes? Because I have like one of the best colons they've seen. And I'm like,
you're like, thanks.
I'm in there scared, like, hey, you know, colon cancer runs in my family. I got to catch it early, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, nope, this is fantastic.
Yours is pretty. You have a pretty colon. Yeah.
We're using this. So I was happy about that. And then I don't, they called it something different, but it's like a physical therapist was telling me that, because my back pain, I can remember my back pain from like a kid.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And she was just telling me, like, when she did her assessment with me, and then I think they did all the stuff, she was like, it's just muscular. You're fine. And I was like, okay.
Oh.
And that kind of gave me the
kick up the ass,
Yeah, that, like, I can defeat this.
Yeah.
But we went to Thailand right after. And then the first day of training, I did 3 hours of kickboxing.
You did a boy thing and went, yep, okay.
And then I went and relaxed for a little bit, and then I came back and did it ended up being a personal training session because no one comes to their like strength and conditioning.
Okay.
So I did that, and then every day I was like doing BJJ in the morning at 7. I was at kickboxing at 8, and I was at BJJ again at 11, and I was doing it every day. I hurt my hip. And
I'm not surprised.
Yep. And I went to one of these places and got like the laser thing done on my hip, and they actually fixed my thumb. I actually broke my thumb a long time ago.
Okay.
And I did the laser thing, and then the pain has never come back yet.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So if I didn't hurt my hip, I wouldn't have fixed my thumb.
Everything
right?
for a reason.
Right.
Yep.
So, and then we went from Bangkok to Chiang Mai, and on my 4th training in Chiang Mai, I hurt my hip, my back, and then I couldn't train. And then we went to Japan, and I was like, it still was hurting, but I was like, oh, I gotta train. Hurt it even worse. And then the next couple countries we went to, I didn't train, and I was like a little bit down and eating a lot and just getting bigger and bigger. And then once I came here, I didn't have any pain anymore, but I changed my outcome. Like I started 1 class.
Yep.
Until
you learned.
Yeah, until that felt like, oh, that 1 class, I'm not as tired anymore.
So you walked before you tried to run.
And I watched the 2nd class twice before I started it.
I love that.
And then I did that until I got to 3, and then my 3rd class was like mobility.
Beautiful.
And then at some point I was like, okay, I can do evening classes as well. I'll do 1. And then little by little, I worked my way up. And then my thing is, if my shoulder hurts, I don't train.
Love it.
If my ankle hurts, I don't train. My neck's hurting right now. I'm not training. Right? Like, and that's just like my thing now.
This is a kindness to yourself.
Yeah.
This is like listening to what your body's asking you. I love that.
And then I'm replenishing it too. So like I'm doing.
This is it.
IV once a week.
Cool.
When they're available, because sometimes they get overbooked, and I tend to do it. I don't know what my schedule's like, so I tend to do it.
Like, hey, can you come
day
today?
Of.
Yeah.
But Rejuve Life next to Nirvana has the oxygen chamber.
Yeah.
So I do that one. I'll do massages. I'll go to a chiropractor.
Yeah. You're doing rehab and prehab. Perfect.
And then like I'm drinking a liter of coconut water once a day. Or now I'm like to 2 or 3 because I'm like, with all this training, I like put 1 of the liters in the ice bath. Yeah. And then between classes, I'll come in and drink the liter. Nice. And it's like, it instantly wakes me up. Yeah. And I'm like, okay.
And you don't know you need it, and then you try it, and you're like, oh my God, I didn't know I could feel good.
So, there's that. A ton of water. And then like my supplements.
I'm just going to pause you there. Yeah. Even sitting on this table, like this left shoulder is sitting up like a good centimeter.
Got it.
Naughty.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're doing all the preventative prehabby stuff as well. Yeah. Which is, if you're going to train like this is needed. Yeah. Yeah.
And I learned that. Like I came into it being a caveman, being like, I can do whatever. Right? And then and my history before this is I was doing nothing. Like I don't come from like being I didn't do sports in high school in school and like that. So like this is all brand new to my body as well. The only time I was kind of in semi-shape was when I was touring, because we would lift so much and things that I would go lift weights. Oh. So I was like, and that was in my 20s at that point, so I was like kind of a little, not really jacked, but a little jacked.
Yeah, you were athletic looking, yeah.
Yeah.
And like in your 20s.
Yeah, it's so easy.
Man, you're right?
It's so easy. Because a lot of people make a joke like, they'd be like, man, you came back like buff. Because I went in really skinny. Yeah. Like I come from people like this, and I came back like this. Nice. And it was like, and I was solid. But then after that, when I did my last tour, I didn't really work out much. And then at some point, I blew up, and I was really big. So.
Because your metabolism changes in your 30s too.
Oh man, this is like how old? I was about 25 when 25, 26, and I was like 240. So what's that in kilograms? Like one.
Just over 110 or something?
Like 115, 120,
Okay.
so in that range.
Okay.
And then at that point, I would be bouncing back and forth because I'm disciplined to like do anything. So I can fast. I do water fasts, dry fast. I'll like really go really stringent on my diet and like micro count, like do all my macronutrition and hit all my goals for the day. Like that part is really easy for me.
Which is the hardest for most people, that discipline of like, this is what I want and this is how I get it.
And then, so now I'm going after the part that's hard for me.
Yeah, which is the relax more.
It's like relax more and then like stay consistent on the working out portion.
Yeah.
So
do you enjoy working out?
Now I do.
Yeah.
Because I found something that, like I enjoy the grind.
Okay.
For things. So like doing the kickboxing and the boxing and the jiu-jitsu and it, like I'm terrible. But I enjoy the grind of learning. And that's like the part that that's why I show up. Because I want to get better.
Cool.
And like, it sucks. And I get my butt kicked all the time. But I love it.
And that's how we learn. We don't learn from being good at shit.
Yeah. And it doesn't come natural to me. Everything, like everyone is always like, relax. Like that's the one thing I've learned about this whole entire journey. Yeah. And everything I do, everyone's telling me relax.
Okay. So God's forcing this into your brain now? Yeah.
And then when I was telling you, like the day we met was the day after I had the healing ceremony.
Yes, yeah.
And that's when I was like, I just want that was my ask. Like I was like, I just want to be able to relax and be able to kind of just enjoy things like in its own way.
And how do you feel like...
I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you the very next day.
I love that.
And then you kicked our butts in mobility that day. Which has been like legendary.
Yay. Oh, I love that.
Legendary.
Oh, I love that. I actually really enjoy teaching mobility. Yeah. And it's such an overlooked facet. Like the mobility, even like...
I'm gonna be on about that. Like I'm everybody's big brother.
Please. Oh.
And then I'm
everybody's fucking mum here.
My nickname went from the influencer to the chemist because they like I'm the guy that everybody comes to on like I don't play about nutrition and I don't play about my recovery. Yeah. So like when guys are hurt, they do come to me.
Cool.
If I'd have known, I'd have brought them back. So he'll tell me like in his own way, and then he was like, "My knee, I got the most motion I've had out of it in months." And I was like, "What?" Like we going in the ice bath. Like you have to, get some of this inflammation down. Yep. Oh no.
Yes and no. Like, you can't fix that without surgery. It's not bad enough for surgery. It's a minor meniscus tear, but he'd had it for 3 months before he even told me he had pain in his knee. And he only told me when he couldn't actually bend his knee anymore. So he did the week off training, but he's not done any of the icing. He's strapped it now. I saw him today because I fucking gave him evil stares. Yeah. But he's not done the 5 minutes per day of stretching I've told him to do. Like, if you want to have a long career, you need to fucking take care of your body. And none of them was, oh.
But and I have this conversation with him because like when you're a little bit older, you see these things. Yeah. And he's like, he has the potential to make. I tell him this all the time. He has the potential to make the UFC.
Oh, absolutely.
Easily. Yeah. I'm like, you just have to listen. Like that's this. That's I'm like.
And listen to the right people.
That's it.
You're going to turn over, please, my dear. And that's the trickiest thing. I think finding out who to listen to, who to ignore. Yeah. Here, I feel like there are a lot of people that are good to listen to. Yeah. But you've actually got to do what they're telling you to do. And like the coach, like I adore Mike. Mike and I have the funniest relationship ever. But like he, like the recovery and stuff, he doesn't give a fuck about. He just wants everyone to train hard. So he So please get on Godwin's back about it.
I don't miss recovery while I'm here, so I always do it on rejoin us back. I keep my and everything else, but I'll be on him.
Awesome.
And he listens to me too, because like we have that big brother little brother relationship.
Yeah, cool.
So
you can be my secret weapon when I need people to do shit. TJ listens to me, Luke listens to me. Most others don't. Anshal's actually good. I'm seeing Anshal after he listens.
Yeah. These are like the most successful people in the gym. Too,
right? I know. Funny that, because they actually fucking take care of themselves.
The most successful people in the gym, you name
it. Have you met Eliza? Was he here when you were here? King Kong.
Yes.
Congolese guy.
So, I didn't officially meet him.
Yeah. But you've seen.
I come in on Sundays.
Yeah.
Training.
Yeah, cool.
So, like,
and you can't miss him.
Yeah.
So he's one of my best friends, and I just adore that man. But like, he listens when I talk as well. He'll do. He actually listened to me, and within 2 days, it was good. And I was like, see what fucking happens when you do what I say. But he's a beautiful soul. He was meant to be coming back in like 9 days, but he's got to stick around for something. I think he's meeting the president, he said. But yeah, he'll be back in hopefully a couple weeks.
He's another one that's definitely.
Oh, absolutely. And he's like, his heart is bigger than any, like, he's just the sweetest human.
He's super intelligent.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
So, I just got to record everything. And he was in Godwin's corner during the Soma fight night.
Yes.
And listening to him, because I was in the front row.
Yeah.
So I could hear what they're saying now. So listening to him, I was like, this guy, I'm like, I'm scared of him physically. His brain is what he's scared of.
Yeah, right? And so you would have met Nkosi as well. So Eliza and Nkosi have been best friends for like 10 years. Okay. And Nkosi's got the brain. He watches fights and he teaches Eliza about the fights and stuff. So like together, the two of them, it's just unbelievable.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. And like, watching Goblin fight, he looks like a mini Eliza to me. Like the way he moves and like how his brain works to me, like I think he could be like, yeah, mini King Kong.
Yeah, for sure.
It's so cool seeing it, isn't it?
It's what I like. So, my opinion of Godwin is he's coachable.
Yes.
And that's why he's a great fighter.
Yes, because he'll actually do what the coach says.
Yeah, so he's coachable. So, like what you tell him is great. Then sometimes he has those mental lapse.
Yeah.
Because in that fight, he had it won from the first 10 seconds.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? And then what King Kong was telling him was like, enjoy it, take in the information, and he's saying it in code, like pretty much get a spectacular knockout.
Yeah.
And like me being, you know, his brother, I'm like, when he told me like, oh, you got a fight or whatnot, I'm like, can we get a spectacular finish this time? I'm like, because last time you kept going for a leg kick when the guy was limping. And you won with a leg kick.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, you could have level changed, and I'm like, the way you jump is by having these spectacular.
Yeah, make it pretty, make it shiny, show us your repertoire. Like
that's what promoters want.
Yeah. Even with Eliza, not his last fight, the fight before, the coaches literally said, don't knock him out in the first round, like showcase yourself. And you can see in the second round, Eliza looks to Yusuf and Mike and they nod and then he goes and knocks the guy out. Like, it's just so fucking funny. But yeah, like that's it, just going and knocking people out or just doing the boring stuff. The promoters aren't going to, it's because it's not going to sell tickets.
You either want to be the person like Mike Tyson, where it's like maybe in the first 12 seconds you don't win.
Yeah.
Or you want to be a great fighter that you can fight.
Yeah.
And ends in a spectacular fashion.
Exactly.
And those are the ones that like Mike Tyson's around, like Ronda Rousey's and the guy.
Yeah.
Like they have a short lifespan,
Yes.
and the ones who can like really get a good fight and like finish it well, or like you then gonna get a like King Kong's last fight was good, even though it was a decision.
Yeah.
And it was like it was a quality fight. No matter
Yeah.
having you go smash someone,
Yeah.
or if it's an even fight, it's still quality on both sides.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I'm so glad we've got like 2 fight nights coming up, like obviously the boxing one and then the Soma one again. Did you go on Saturday night to Wanderlust?
so I had just got back at around that time.
Ah, yeah.
And then I didn't know who was on the card.
Yeah.
So the person told me about it. Like, oh, get a ticket. And I was like, do we know anyone? And he was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then, because I'll show up anybody I know. And then when I see the Instagram from here, one of the, I don't know his name, but the guy who got the knockout,
Yeah.
me and him talk all the time because he doesn't want me to film it. He's like, oh, come film me.
Oh.
Thank you. And I'm like, I don't need the money, dude. Like, I'm like, he's working out in our schedule, and I'm free. I'm like, you can maybe do it on a Sunday, like after my massage or something. I'm like, but I don't need the money. Like, he's like, I got my own camera. I was like, oh, but I don't want to edit. I'm like, I'm already 3 months behind on my own editing.
Yeah.
Because I edit my own stuff. I was like, all right, cool. I'm like, now that works. He said, but I'll pay you. I'm like, the money doesn't do anything for me, man. I'm like, I said, I'll just do it to you for a favor, you know, like.
And it's kind of like Grayson, like you guys love filming, you love the sport. It brings you joy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I give everybody, like, I'll film it and I give everybody the fight. Like, you know, in the Zoom moment, not just so that way they can see it. And then you hear me commentating in the background. So, like, Galvin's fight,
Yeah.
I'm like, he's cheating. I'm like, look how big he is into the other guy. I'm like, we need to reweigh. So he's laughing like, bro, I made weight. I'm like, yeah, but you hydrated after.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm like, that's smart. Like, you know, and I'm like, the beauty of your fighting style is like, you can go down to these levels, and I'm like, you're faster than everyone, and you're stronger than everyone.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be on him about this part.
Yeah.
Because he definitely needs to. I just want to be like, I was right. Like, I seen this kid, and I'm like,
Yeah.
see the potential.
Yep.
And he made it.
Exactly.
And I was going to be like, listen, I seen this guy day one in the gym, and I seen his first fight, and I could tell, and the hurdles that he had, he overcame.
And he's just a good human too.
Oh, man,
he's just funny. Like, I like, the first day he was here, he wouldn't even make eye contact with me. I'm like, hi, my name's Abz. And he's like, hi. I was just like, sorry, what's your name? Like, he was so shy. And it's taken him like, I've taken him out dancing a few times and like, we're friends. And it's good now that he'll actually like joke with me, because obviously I love a joke and whatever. And it's taken him a long time. He's like, you know, it's just weird coming to a new place. Like, he's just a little bubba.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the people who needs someone around him.
Yeah. I feel like he is a good judge of character though. Like, he didn't just slip into any friendships. He kind of stood back for a while and then decided who he wanted to be friends with, which I like.
Yeah. But here, like, this is my opinion of this gym. You're not really gonna bump into, like, I would say out of every 10 people, 9.9 are good.
Oh yeah, there's no one here I don't like.
Yeah.
Like, literally, like, there's people you'd be friends with and people that like just aren't your people. Like, I'm friendly with everyone. There's no one I don't like. I have my friends, but there's no one I'm like, I try and avoid, or no one I've had issues with. I don't deal with gossip, you know, that kind of shit. So, and it's just, we're very blessed. I think that it pulls in type of people like us that are like, we're here to train and lift each other up, not cause fucking drama, and not, you know, yeah. I mean, I know there are there's always going to be some things here and there between some people, but that's not what I'm here for. That's life, exactly. Particularly when there's a lot of egos involved. Yeah.
And my traps are always traps.
Yes. Yes, they are.
And that's from like the neck sitting forward and
Yep.
hunching over.
So this, yeah, your upper trap's main job is elevation of the scapula, so kind of lifting your shoulders up a little bit. So that's stress, but it's also, as you said, when you lean forward a little bit, your shoulders automatically kind of come up a little bit. So like imagine just doing a bicep curl, like holding a bicep curl all day, like at 90-degree angle. Your bicep will be fucking tight and it'll get short and it will get tight. So do that for like however many months, however many hours a day. Like, of course they're tight, but 9.9 people out of 10 have fucking tight upper traps. So the way to combat that is obviously to like get them treated, stretch them, and then strengthen the opposing muscles. So we've got 3 portions of the traps. We've got the upper traps here, the middle traps here, and the lower traps here. So the middle traps do scapular retraction, so pull the scapulars together, and the lower traps do scapular depression, which is pull them down. So if we can strengthen these parts, it's actually going to help force the upper traps to not sit as high.
I'm on it.
Woo. Yeah, so like lower traps, lats, like this portion of your back, if you can strengthen this bit, that will really help take some load off here. The good news is it doesn't feel super like trigger pointy. It doesn't feel like you have any stuck facet joints in your neck. It doesn't feel like there's something wrong is what I'm trying to say. It just feels like it's the postural thing. You're super front through the anterior aspect, so the front neck muscles, because they're constantly contracting, pulling your head forward. These muscles are tired and weak, which is why you get that kind of soreness here, and then your upper traps are tight. So this is nothing you didn't already know. There is nothing wrong. It is just lifestyle and posture has kind of created this tension that we are now going to fucking undo.
Yeah. I also have a giraffe neck, like I got a really long neck piece.
I've seen longer.
Okay.
Yeah, like I actually think you're quite well proportioned.
Okay.
Yeah, like you know when you look at someone and you're like, whoa, you are not that person. Growing up, we had a friend called, in Australia we nickname everyone, I'm sure it's the same in America, called Pinhead, because his head was like, he didn't even have like a head shape. His like head was an oblong and he just had a really long neck, so everyone's called him Pinhead. I actually don't know his real name. Nice guy though. Never took offense to it, as far as I know. Yeah. I was a really chubby kid, so everyone called me Flabby Abby.
Okay.
Yeah, that scarred a little bit, but we're over that now.
Yeah, you look like I got abs though.
Yeah, now I got abs, bitch.
I said that avatar showed you.
Oh my god, yes. Yes, absolutely.
After you like beauty pictures,
Please do.
and then you be like,
I'll be like, that's it. Nailed it.
what made you come to Bali?
Sorry?
What made you come to Bali?
So I left Australia in 2016. I was anorexic, hated my life, super unhappy, just like hated it. Went to Thailand, lived there for a year, went to the Middle East, lived there for 3 years, got stuck in Melbourne again for COVID. But when I was in this ashram in India in 2019, I kept getting this download when I was meditating, like go to Bali. And yeah, so when I was in COVID, I was like, fuck this shit, I need to move to Bali. So here we are 4 years later. And it's the best, like, this is my home, you know, like I've never felt, even in Melbourne, I've never felt as able to expand as I do here. And I've got my tribe here. And like, every time I go back to Australia, I feel so constricted and I just can't deal with the low-key racism everywhere and just the fucked up government and just that lifestyle. It just isn't for me. And I love my family, I love my friends. Like, there's nothing wrong there at all, but it's just not me. So, and Bali is just, yeah, Bali's my home right now. Yeah. I just love that, like, out of all my close friends, I think one is Australian and everyone else is like, yeah, like Elise is Congolese, my best friend's Indonesian, like from everywhere. And I just, that is, like, I love learning about other people's cultures, other perspectives, other languages. Like, it just makes so much sense. This is the world we live in. Why the fuck would we just want to not know about it? So the good news is your traps are actually relaxing quite well. Like, I'm in pretty balls deep right now.
It don't hurt.
Good, 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 good. I think the rain stopped as well. It's such a weird, like, rainy season in Bali has just, so I've lived here for 4 years now, and it's always slightly different. Like, this year it started really early, and normally, you know how we've just had those days where it pisses down all day? That's not normal. Normally it's like you get a couple of hours in the morning and then a reprise and then a couple of hours in the evening. But so, like, this whole raining all day, that's why everyone's really, like, pissed off at the moment, because we're like, this is not normal. But the time of the year tends to shift. Like last year, I think it was later. But this year it started earlier, so hopefully we're kind of like out of the worst of it.
Days that it rained all day would be the days that I put my clothes out to dry.
Yep, exactly. Or you're like, oh, I don't need to shut my lounge room door today for some reason, and then it's flooded, or like, yeah. Murphy's Law.
Literally, we had like 5 days in a row where it rained
Yeah.
all day, and then like the second it stopped, and it's like around. So I was playing a different song.
Yeah.
I washed my clothes, and it was raining after that.
Yeah.
And then like I'll do something, and it starts raining. I'm like,
And you're like, oh, shit, yeah.
So that 5 days happened, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it in the house.
Yeah.
That day it stopped raining.
Of course. So thank you for that.
I was like, got it.
Whenever that happens, I'm like the university's having a little joke with us, right? Or like you leave, I'll leave and I'm like, there's blue skies, there's not a single cloud. I'm only going for an hour. I'll just keep the washing out. And as soon as you drive down the road, it starts raining. You're like, where did that cloud come from? Like, it's funny.
Now it's smart enough. I just go to the guys and let them do it. Because in the US, like I'm spending like maybe $3 for my laundry.
Yeah.
In the wash,
Oh, wow.
iron, and fold. I'm like, it'll be like, I think it'll be like a minimum of 2 or 3 kilos or whatever. When we convert it, it's like, it's 60,000. Can you do all that?
Yeah.
I gave Steven my detergent after that. I'm like, here, baby, there you go. Like, you're good now.
Yeah.
I've never washed my own clothes again.
I actually have a washing machine. I'm one of the few boules in Bali. I cook for myself, like 95% of my own food. And I do my own washing, and no one else does. But like, for me, it makes so much more sense having a washing machine in my house so I can do my washing when I need to and not be like, oh, fuck, I have to go pick it up, or, oh, the laundry's closed, or, you know? And by me, I mean, obviously it's my cleaner half the time that does it for me, but at least it's in my house. So if I need it done, I can do it.
Yeah.
And nothing gets lost, or, yeah.
I don't really care what my clothes. Like, the only thing I brought here is like only workout stuff. So like my wife, I told my wife, I'm like, bring however many times you want to go out or whatever you're planning, what you do, bring the outfits because you know all I have is shorts.
Yeah.
And sweatpants. Make sure you bring socks. Bring a nice pair of shoes. I don't have any.
Yeah. And one will do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so simple.
My housemate's she's Russian, and she's very, like, fancy, shall we say. So every time I need to go out, I'm like, Chuck. She's like, just go help yourself. I'm like, thank you. It's the best thing ever. Or I'll come out with something. She's like, no, not that. Take this instead. I'm like, are you sure? She's like, trust me. And I put it on. I'm like, ooh, good call. Oh, you'll meet her at fight night. She's really good friends with TJ as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That's so funny you thought we were together.
I did.
Absolutely not.
So if you hear the rumor, you guys been together accidentally started about me?
Okay, cool.
Because I'm like, oh, I've been talking about you a lot, right? I'm like, man, I got to do abs, she's in mobility, we're about to do a new session, she's going to help me get my body right, blah, blah, blah. And I'm talking to her, and I'm like, oh, you know, she's just partner abs. Coming from here.
That's so funny. Most people think I'm with Edsa. Edsa's my best friend.
Okay.
So like I'm a single Pringle, like not chatting to anyone. I'm single as fuck. But I have a lot of close guy friends.
Yeah.
So there are many, many rumors about who knows what. So you've just added to the list. It's fine.
Yeah, I literally, I'm like, yeah. And then, now here's the funniest part of it all. I'm like, I go, like the day before I leave, I'm talking to TJ, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, man, abs, kicked our ass, and mobility and blah, blah, whatever, right? So he's like, oh, okay, cool, right? And I'm like, and now she's about to do this, and that with me, and blah, blah. So like, she's just like, okay, like, it's kind of like, why are you telling me?
Yeah.
Right? So in my head, I'm like, oh, we might be separate, you know, like, when it comes to business.
Yeah, that's so funny. Bless him.
Yeah. He's like, oh, that's nice.
Also, he loves this shit too. So like, yeah.
He's like, right? Okay. I've been so excited about this type.
About this treatment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been every person. I actually got a guy from CSC where I was just out in Thailand.
Yeah.
He was gonna go to cut, and now he's coming here.
Oh, cool.
And then I was like, telling him, I'm not that good at it. I'm just really good. Like, my brain is the best part of my body. And like he's like, all the things you've been telling me and everything else. I'm like, I learned it from shit. So text me or call me. And he's like, are you doing that? And I was like, can you come to that gym? And now he's like, got a float here.
That's cool.
He might. I was talking to him about you.
Yeah.
So he might be like, can you do me too?
Yeah, of course. This is what I love about this place. So my work permit doesn't actually allow me to do this. I'm an athletic coach because I'm a strength coach.
Got it.
But that's why like I don't advertise, and I also don't need to. 'Cause the only people I want to treat are people I know or people I know. You know, like I like knowing we're all the same energy, we're all the same da da da. So yeah, no, totally. It's cool that you're bringing people here too. It shows that this is your home. You know.
Oh man. So I've probably gotten 5 people to join this gym.
Yeah.
One, me and him was at a falafel spot. He's a vegan.
Nice.
And he was like, oh yeah, I'm starting Bali and Monet.
And you're like, nah, bro.
I'm honest with him. I'm like, you can. I'm like, Ling Ling is there, and that's Steven's partner.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, so if you go in, tell Ling Ling you know me. She'll take care of you.
Yeah.
I'm like, but I go to Soma. I'm like, I got a big community there. We're there every day. And then like, I'm like, I'm at that point now where I'm doing what my passion is. And I'm like, I didn't start that way. And like, you know, I tell them all the good things. 2 days later, I see him at a class. I'm like, oh man.
You're like, hey, falafel guy. Yeah. But that's it. Like people can feel when you're like, this is a good place. I'm comfortable here. People are like, oh, okay, cool. And like what I say to people is like, I know the other gyms are good, but Soma is better. And why would you not want to go to the best? Like obviously the decision's ultimately up to them, and it's not the place for everyone, but it is the place for the right people. All right, my love, that's going to be enough for you today.
Okay.
So nice and slowly you can sit up, and then I'm going to give you homework. As I do my homework. I know you do, and that makes me so excited. So just have a sit for a second. She might be a little bit dizzy. She's been squished into the hole. Cool. All right, a few deep breaths.
Out the mouth or the nose?
Whatever serves.
feel like I'm off balance.
Yeah. Your traps look level at the moment.
Nice. That's never the case.
Yeah, this is looking really nice. Cool. Stand up for me just so I can have a cheeky little peek as well. So just stand normal. I mean, maybe like 0.5 millimeter higher, but that's fucking heaps better. It's still a little bit more internal, but that's kind of normal. That's actually sitting almost, okay. We've actually shifted your ear to acromium as well, so that's good. Bang. And we've shifted your pelvis. So this is like you're easy because your problems are muscular. It's not like you've got a facet joint jammed. You're da 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 da. Like everything about you is something you can change, which is fuck yes. You're such a good client, and I know you do your homework. You're like my favorite ever. Cool. So to stretch the anterior aspect, so anterior means front, posterior means back.
I'm gonna move closer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch this when I do it.
Okay, cool. Beautiful. So the stretching, because this part is tight from being like this, yeah? So when a muscle contracts, it pulls the two bones it attaches to closer together. So if you think about, for example, your sternocleidomastoids here, so for these two to come closer together, it's generally this kind of movement, yeah? Going back, you can see that stretches, this is closer. So this kind of movement looks close, right? So we want to stretch the SEM and the scalenes. My favorite way to do that is to tilt and look up a little bit, and you can probably see it. Yeah. Can you feel that through the front, pulling?
Right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah. So this is a nice way to kind of get the scalenes. The SEM's quite difficult to stretch, but anything where you kind of feel you're kind of pushing that back and you're getting length and feeling that stretch through the front is going to be nice. Yeah. So that on both sides. So everything we do, we want to do both sides bilaterally.
Particular time, like 20 seconds, 10 seconds?
30 seconds or more. So it takes about 20 seconds there's these tiny little organelles inside our tendons called the Golgi tendon organelle. And they have to register that it is safe and that you're stretching instead of going, we're about to move too far, because they kind of restrict it, yeah? Okay. So 30 seconds plus is good. 30 seconds to a minute is like your golden window, yeah? For the traps, nice and basic bitch, ear to shoulder, arm over and gently pull down. And we want to think about allowing this to come down. So the upper traps attaches basically from here to here. So again, these 2 points further away from each other. So you can just gently stretch down. You can do all this sitting as well. So if you're at the computer, you can do all these sitting as well. Okay. Last one's going to be for the kind of more posterior, the levator scapula there. So you're going to look at your hip, hand over the back and gently pull down. Can you feel that down here?
I feel it here.
Beautiful. Cool. So again, everyone's going to feel things slightly differently, and you're going to feel it differently to me. Our anatomy is different. Your muscles are tighter in different places than mine.
Yeah, this one I feel the whole thing.
Beautiful. So they're the 3 for the neck I want you to do. Okay. Now for this situation, because here we're internally rotated. So this is internal rotation of the humerus. This is external rotation, right? Yeah. So if you look at your hands when you're standing, whereas when I stand normally, I'm much more neutral. My right hand's a little bit more in, that's because of what I do for work, right? I'm aware of it. So we basically want to try and think about our thumbs being neutral. So instead of just turning the thumb though, we want to think about moving from the upper arm bone. So thinking about that. So it's not even like a back, but it's like rotate. Yeah, so we're thinking about twisting. Relax for me? Yeah, okay, cool. Lift the crown of your head up. Yeah, beautiful. And now we're just going to rotate that arm a little bit. That is beautiful. How does that feel?
It feels like normal.
Yeah, right? You kind of, so it's not a big like dramatic situation, but if you do, you think about lifting the crown of your head up, you're automatically going to come into this position, and then we think about just turning that upper arm bone a little bit. Yeah, so this is the posture we're going for. So what we need to do is stretch the tight bits and strengthen the weak bits. Okay. So the stretching is going to be predominantly for your pec and anterior delt. So your pec is your chest muscle, anterior delt is this little guy here. Okay. So the way we're going to do that is against a wall. Okay. Actually, but I'm going to show you over here, so you might want to bring that. So there's a couple of ways we can do this. We can go thumb facing up, hand on something. You can use a wall, you can do whatever, and turn away. A cheeky little addition is to use the head, and you'll get a little bit of an anterior stretch there as well. So there's that. Another way is also bending the elbow and like pushing your chest through. Okay. So there's 2 different variations you can try. Everyone likes something different. You can try both, see which serves you, or you can do both. Totally up to you. The other thing I need a stretchy band. I'm going to give you an exercise to strengthen the muscles on your rotator cuff that actually do external rotation.
I have 2 bands in my room too.
Cool.
So.
I'm going to grab one and I'll show you. Movement's good.
Yeah, I have this same one.
Beautiful. So we don't want a heavy one, we want a light one.
Yeah.
You're going to tie it at a height that when you bend your elbow, it's about the same height as your elbow.
Okay.
Yeah. From here, so the movement that you're tight in is internal rotation. So what we want to do is strengthen external rotation, which means we're doing external rotation. So what you're going to do is face the band. Obviously, the further away, the more resistance, the harder. So find your sweet spot. From here, we're going to think about coming. So my elbow's going to stay, sorry, I'm wearing a really baggy t-shirt. My elbow's going to stay slightly off my body, but we're thinking about turning out and coming back in. So I'm not like moving my body. I'm like focusing on keeping this grounded and just literally turning out and back in. You'll feel like you're not really doing anything for a bit. And then all of a sudden you're going to be like, this is fucking hard. If you do actually need to rest your elbow a little bit, that's totally fine. But this is going to strengthen up the rotator cuff muscles that do the external rotation. And if a muscle's strong, it's going to pull on that bone a little bit. So what it's going to do is help re-jig that humerus. So I just want you to show me this just so we nail it. So I think that's probably about your elbow height. Yeah, so what I want you to do is neutral grip.
Okay.
There. So this is supination, this is pronation, this is neutral. If you're in supination doing it, you're already twisting a little bit, right? So we want to do it from this position. So take a step towards me a little bit. Yeah, so we're going to start from there. So that's kind of neutral. And from there, yeah, you're going to twist out. Yeah, so yeah, we actually want to be able to get out. It's going to, yeah, beautiful. And back in, cool. So we want to think about like 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Yeah, nice and pull out. Yeah, beautiful. I can feel your infra firing up. That's good. Yeah, as you're doing it, see how your palm's now up. Try to keep that in a neutral position.
So always keep it in
neutral.
Okay.
Try and keep it neutral, because if you start to supinate, you're going to start to get some muscles in your forearm that do supination kicking in, and you're going to be like, oh my God, I'm acing this, but you're not actually using the muscles we're trying to.
Okay, that
cool.
makes sense.
Yeah. Out, 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 out. Yeah.
Okay, so we want to get.
Yeah, we want to get that full range of movement. So as far out as you can actually get.
Take a step in, because they're not as strong.
Yeah, that's it. Beautiful. And then control back in. Beautiful. This is perfect.
Okay.
So I want you to do this, not even, you can do it every day for 2 sets of like 12 if you want, or every second day for 3 sets of 12, whatever. Make sure you're recovering from it, because I don't know your shoulders well. I want you to be able to recover between and not overdo it. So if you're a little bit sore from doing it, have a day off. Yeah. But this is something that's going to really help that shoulder health. Yeah. And because you're doing it on one side, I like balance, so I would do it on the other side. It's never going to do you any damage as well.
Got it.
Yeah. So hold on and go. So arm's going to start here. Yeah.
Got it. And I see why, because then
it's that full range. Yeah. So we're going from like full internal to full external. So we're starting the movement from that lengthened position.
Got it. And then I see why you're saying.
Yeah, because otherwise you're going to try and like push in. Yeah. If it kind of touches a little bit and you know you're actually using the right muscles closer to that 12 rep range, that's okay. Because we also don't want this fully abducted. So we don't want the elbow to be too far away from the body. Yeah. This is it. Cool. So at the moment, as you're externally rotating, you're cheating a little bit by straightening your arms, so getting your bicep involved. Yeah, so try and keep that 90-degree angle. Again, it's not a huge range of movement, particularly if your shoulder mobility is limited and if these muscles have not been doing their job for a little while.
So is that right, or am I still cheating?
No, this is good. Okay. Yeah, we just want to make sure that that bend stays in the elbow, because if you start to straighten your elbow, you see what happens. I drift away and other muscles are going to kick in to help.
Got it.
Yeah, beautiful. Yep, cool. And as we spoke about, strengthening for that lower trap, middle trap stuff. Yeah?
Yes.
So anything where you're depressing the shoulder blade. So it can literally be, just like scapular depressions from there. So pulling down, or if you can, You can be doing some pull-ups for it. Anything where you're like pulling down, so you can do like a lat pull down, you can do with bands.
Okay.
Any row variation is going to be good.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're stretching, 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 stretching,
Yes.
all the front, so the anterior side, and then strengthening all the posterior.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
And obviously you got my number, so just, yeah, and I'll see you most days. Yeah.
I'm on it.
Any questions?
No, I just gotta pay you, and then I gotta figure out how to pay you earlier, so that way we can just start doing this on like a weekly or bi-weekly or whatever.
Yeah, easy.
Whatever
See
you
how
wanna
you
do.
feel.
Yeah.
Well, let me know over the next couple of days how you pull up, and then we'll work out what you need.
Okay.
Yeah, easy.
Sounds good. Thank you, Abz.
You're so welcome. I'm a hugger.
I'm too excited.
You are.
Too excited.
Thank you. But I look like you're excited about your health, which makes me excited.
Man.